Chapter 8. She made me hang the hog on some sturdy, oversized coat hanger to bleed out. It was a little disturbing looking the dead animal in the face. Then she spent probably 20 minutes setting up a table, going and putting up a target, and pulling a bunch of guns out of the safe. She set us up on the deck, looking out at the field. She gave me a pair of earmuffs and put a pair on herself.
"So this here is a 10-22,
she shouted.
Shoots a 22 long rifle. Very simple, basic rifle here. Almost no recoil. Here."
She handed me a basic wooden gun.
"Now, you can rest the barrel on the rail there if you want. It'll make it easier. Line up these two sights in the back with this front one here."
"I'm not sure—"
"Do it!"
she said. So I did.
"Try to hit that target out there. It's only about 100 yards.
I lined up the sights like she said and pulled the trigger, but nothing happened.
Whoops. Pull that handle there back. Remember how I showed you on the AK? There. Now you're good to go." Pop!
Huh. That wasn't bad at all, I said. It was actually kind of fun, if I'm being honest.
Low. Here, put your cheek up here. Put the stock against your shoulder a little higher.
She came and pushed me around a little bit and adjusted my grip on the gun.
Try it again. Pop! Tink! Good job. You hit it. Go ahead and do it a few more times, but fast. Just keep pulling the trigger until it stops. Pop, 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 pop. Click. Nice, huh? That's like baby's first rifle. I learned how to shoot on this one when I was 5 years old. Let's move you up to something for an adult.
I guess I was now the student in this lesson. There was no use telling her I wasn't interested in learning any of this. But the 22 was fun. She brought over a scary black rifle, much like the one she used to shoot that hog.
This is your standard AR-15.
An assault rifle? So, like, military-grade stuff? I asked. I think I might have even been quivering.
No. AR doesn't mean assault rifle, and all of my uncle's vet friends I know laugh whenever anyone calls civilian weapons military-grade. It's similar to what the military uses, though. This shoots a 2.23, or a 5.56. They're basically the same, but don't let my uncle know you heard me say that. This shoots nearly the same size bullet as the 10-22, but a lot faster.
Isn't this the one used in, all the school shootings?
Not all of them. I'll show you what's used for all the murders later on. But we're looking at rifles right now. So here, take this and try to hit the target. The safety's right here on the side. Just slip that when you're ready. Oh, and pull the charging handle. Same thing with lining up the sights.
So I pulled the handle and flipped the safety off. The grip on this was a little different from the other one. I wasn't sure how comfortable I was using this child-killing weapon, but I was more afraid of Mandy. I pulled the trigger and bang!
Tink! Nice, she said.
Oh, wow, I said. The recoil wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
You've got 29 more rounds there. Let it rip.
So I gave it a burst.
Bang, bang, bang! Bang, bang!
Jeez, it's like a video game. I feel... I don't know.
Powerful?
She shot me a smirk.
Dump it. Shoot 'em all.
So I pulled the trigger until it stopped firing. I was surprised how long it took to shoot all the bullets. I only hit the target a handful of times, though.
Let's move up to something more powerful. This is an SKS.
She handed me a wooden rifle with a knife folded under the front.
It shoots a 7.62 by 39, just like that AK at the bank. You didn't shoot that, right?
No, I didn't. I shook my head. This is my first time, really.
I figured. Didn't you tell me that already? Maybe that was a dream. I dream about you. Did I tell you that? Damn it. I'm gonna talk about the guns again, okay? So, the SKS. This here is a clip. Actually, here, let me see that.
And she took it back from me. She took this clip, which looked like a piece of metal with bullets on it, and shoved it into the gun. She then gave it back to me.
Watch out, it's hot. Anyway, this has a lot more recoil than the AR. Get ready for it.
Boom! The stock punched me in the shoulder, and the barrel moved way off the target. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's more, I said.
It's an old design. Old guys are tough. The AR kinda absorbs the recoil a little better, too. The stock on this SKS is smaller, so it punches harder. Science.
Physics, I said, pumping my fist. That's not too bad, though. It's manageable.
You got 9 more shots. Try to hit that target out there.
It was harder to see with this rifle than the AR. Boom!
That was a little to the right, she said.
Boom!
Low.
Boom!
Low.
Boom!
Right.
Wow, this is hard, I said.
It's fine, just take your time.
So I did. I tried steadying myself, taking a breath. Boom!
Miss.
Boom! I knew I hit it even before I heard it, because this bullet sent the target dancing and shaking. Hey! I did it!
Nice! You have 4 more rounds. Go ahead.
Boom! I actually liked that. It was a little harder to use, but I liked it.
Are you Russian?
She asked. I don't think so, I said.
Huh. You don't look Chinese or Vietnamese either.
I might have asked her about her ethnicity, since she had just asked about mine, but it still felt a little racist to do so.
Personally, I hate the SKS. It has more recoil than an AR, and weaker than something like an M14 or FAL. Speaking of...
She grabbed one last rifle off the table.
I don't think you're gonna like this. This is an FAL, the right arm of the free world. This is my uncle's favorite. Apparently he used it a lot overseas. This shoots a 308, or 7.62x51. Same bullet size as the SKS, but a lot more powder behind it.
This looked like some kind of hybrid of the AR and SKS. It had less wood than the SKS, just the butt and the grip were wood. It had a grip similar to the AR as well. This gun was a lot longer than the others too.
Holy shh! Look! Another hog! Have these things gone crazy? They're walking towards gunfire, she said. It's farther out. Wait a sec. Let's see if it gets any closer.
You're not going to make me shoot it, are you? She smiled at me.
What do you think? Aim for the ear, right around here.
And she pressed on my neck, right behind my ear, showing me where to aim. We watched the hog waddle around the field for a while. Mandy cursed as it dug up the field. It moved even closer to us, so free and so... alive. I was quivering. My nerves were getting to me. I can't kill anything, I thought. The hog turned to the side and looked up.
That's it. That's your shot. Take it, she said.
I hesitated for a second. I slowly put my finger on the trigger, adding more pressure little by little, until... BOOM! The hog went running. Dang it, I said, half because I had missed the shot, and half because the recoil was so hard.
No, wait,
Mandy pointed out at the hog. It ran a few more yards, then fell to its side. Its legs kicked at the air as it helplessly struggled.
You got it. Nice. Good job, Jace.
I felt awful that it didn't immediately die when I shot it, but it was overshadowed by some other feeling. An exhilaration. I only ever felt like this on a roller coaster. I scared myself for a moment. I had just killed something, and I liked it. As we went to drag this other hog, a rotund man on a lawnmower came riding down the driveway.
That's Davy, she said.
I hate Davy. The hog I just shot had blood pouring from its mouth. It left a brutal trail of blood where it ran.
You shot it a little low and to the right, but it was still a kill shot. Nice job, she said,
giving me a firm pat on the shoulder. My shoulder felt like I had just done 100 push-ups after shooting the FAL. Davy pulled up on his lawnmower. "Does your Uncle Paul know you're bringing boys out here?" he said.
I'm an adult. We shot a couple hogs. If you clean them, you can take whatever you want.
Sounds like a good deal. What are you busy doing that you can't do it?
I'd rather go spend time with my boy here.
she said. My heart jumped. Apparently, I was her boy now.
Leave a rack of ribs and a shoulder inside for me, though.
And she pulled me back to the cabin.
I hate Davy so much, she said.
He doesn't seem that bad, I said.
Well, maybe he's mellowed out, but I'll never forgive him for calling me mosquito bites. He hasn't done it since my uncle shouted at him about it.
What does that mean? I asked. Did you, fall into a mosquito nest or something?
No, when I was younger I had mosquito bites, she said,
cupping her chest. Oh. This girl was determined to give me a heart attack. She told me she dreamt about me, that I was her boy, and now she was grabbing her boobs. It was bad enough that the tank top she was wearing hugged her body, showing off every curve. I felt that my heart might burst. Being a man is awful. That is pretty mean. Well, you don't have mosquito bites now. I was very bold to say that. I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, they're not very big, she replied, somber.
They don't have to be, I said. She gave me a blank stare for a moment. Her face gradually turned a deep pink. She covered her face and said, Let's go for a walk. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, I said. I had embarrassed her like an absolute fool. I shouldn't be talking about you like that. I'm so sorry.
No, she said. It's fine. It's just the first time a guy's had something nice to say about me. I don't really know what to do with myself. Should we keep talking about my boobs?
Probably not, I said.
Yeah, let's go for that walk.
There was what appeared to be an ATV trail that we took around the perimeter of the property, up into the woods. The trees shaded us from the setting sun, and the air gradually cooled. So you're quite the tomboy, huh? I said.
Not really, she replied. I don't like sports or anything. Football? Dumb. Baseball? Dumb. Basketball? Dumb. Soccer, tennis, golf, all dumb. That's what a tomboy is, right? A girl that likes sports?
I mean, more like you're a girl that doesn't fit girl stereotypes, I guess. I mean, you defy female gender roles, I said.
Ugh, that's not good.
She hung her head.
I wish I could just be a normal girl.
Why can't you be? I asked.
I've tried. I just look stupid. Lily's dressed me up before, put makeup on me, taught me all about mannerisms and posture or whatever. It's just really hard for me. I used to always think that if I was a normal girl, I wouldn't get beat up as much. I just don't get it. I am a girl. What's girlier than being a girl?
You've got a point, I said. She was making sense. I wanted to ask about something else, though. Did anyone ever say why they beat you up?
No. It's just something about me. People hate me. I'm exaggerating a bit. They didn't always beat me up. They'd trip me or spit on my food while I was eating it or throw stuff at me. It wasn't just the kids. If I complained to a teacher, it got swept under the rug. I switched schools like 6 times. Gugh. I'm glad I'm an adult. Being a kid was awful.
That's crazy to me. It doesn't make any sense. Society usually wants to protect pretty girls, and you weren't even able to enjoy your childhood because it was so bad? I don't get why. I can't imagine why.
Maybe you just don't know me well enough yet. Or maybe you're a freak like me. Hey, Jace. You're really interested in me, aren't you?
My heart jumped. I had just told her she was pretty. She was onto me. I had to tell the truth. I suppose I am.
And I haven't shown a whole lot of interest in you. I don't know anything about you. I mean, you've done everything I've asked you to do. You're dependable. I gotta protect someone like that. Someone like that's precious. I tell you to drive, you drive. You patch up my hand, massage me, drag a hog, spend the weekend in the middle of nowhere with me?
She chuckled.
I gotta treat someone like that really good. I'm just not a really friendly person, I guess. I don't know what questions to ask you. It makes me feel really good when you ask me questions. It makes me feel important, you know? I want you to feel important too. I just don't know how to do it.
Well, you inviting me out here makes me feel important. You showing me all this new stuff makes me feel important. I don't know what it is. There's something about you that makes me like you. She began to cry.
Oh gosh, sorry.
She wiped her eyes.
I don't know why I'm crying. Not used to hearing stuff like that.
She reached over with her pinky and grappled mine, then rolled each finger up until she was holding my hand.
I've never held a guy's hand before. Is that weird to say?
No, though I think crying on my bare chest was probably more intimate than holding hands. She jerked her head and looked at me shocked.
Really?
Yeah. I smiled at her.
I don't know anything.